Hello, YouTubers. Welcome to Reviews in Black. I am Nina Stakz. Thanks so much for joining us here, where I try to give y'all the scoop on some of these new movies that are coming out. And now that we are in quarantine in this COVID thing, there's so many movies out on digital that I know you all are watching, and I just want to let you know what's going on with them. So in this episode, it's a little different. I've decided to do movies that I think you can skip. Movies that are aight or trash. And these two particularly had a little bit of hype around them, and they're both remakes. So both of these movies are near and dear to my heart as a kid growing up in the 90s, and they now have remade them into nothing. So first, The Witches.
Grandma was a tough lady with a big heart, and little by little, she brought me out of my sadness.
Now if you feel that you can't go on, darling,
I didn't know it, but there was a dark shadow looming nearby. Witches. They're real, and they hate children.
If I'm not mistaken, this is a HBO Max thing. I don't even know where it's streaming. I forgot. But it's a remake of The Witches with Angelica Houston from back in the 90s, where the witches hate children and they turn the children into mice. And it's terrible. Okay? Like, it's terrible. First of all, Anne Hathaway is the leading witch. Which, I mean, whatever. Anne Hathaway, that's cool. She played Catwoman in Dark Knight. And I think she was like Princess Diaries or something. I think that's her. I've never seen it because it looks corny and trash. Anne Hathaway is no Angelica Houston. And if you're a 90s person, Angelica Houston, of course, is Morticia Addams in the Addams Family movies. And I feel like she played another creepy little role. But she was the lead witch in the original Witches. Very scary lady. Very creepy lady. Even her stature and her body type is that of like a witch. Like, she was just lit as a witch. And Anne Hathaway ain't cutting it. All right? Anne Hathaway still looks like a princess or like Catwoman. She don't look like a witch. Then the original movie had amazing makeup. They had these amazing like transitions where it was like this makeup with these prosthetic noses and things. They've taken all that away, and this movie is all CGI. And it looks like they didn't have that much of a budget for the CGI, because as soon as they turn into witches, it goes full cartoon. And it's horrible. And they could have kept this, and they're taking a big, huge crap on the original. What else? Oh, well, okay. 2 positive points. Octavia Spencer, who is, of course, just did the Madam C.J. Walker movie. She's amazing. And the narrator, because the movie's narrated by our protagonist, who ends up getting turned into a mouse, if you never saw the original movie. But that character's voice is Chris Rock. And, you know, you can never go wrong with Chris Rock. So those are probably the 2 best parts of the movie. I do want to give them props for turning the lead characters into black people. Love that. Keep up with all the stuff, everything black. I'm rooting for it. So I still encourage your kids will probably like it, but me being an old head who remembers the original, I'm not digging it. So Witches, y'all can do without it, but it's good for Halloween if, you know, your kids want to see it. Okay, so second, and this one, The Witches is one thing, but this one just, it hit me right here. It hit me right here. The Craft Legacy. They have remade the 1996 cult classic, The Craft, starring Fairuza Balk in her face. And first of all, I've got to give you my history with this movie. I freaking loved this movie. When I tell you I love this movie, where is it? Where is it? I have this movie. I have this movie on DVD. I'll be right back because this is serious. This is a serious fail, okay?
What is all this?
This is a ceremony to celebrate you.
Why would you celebrate me?
Because you're out fourth.
Just in time for first period.
So let me just give it its flowers before I completely just take off on it. I do want to give them a huge shout out for recasting the lead as a black girl, a gorgeous little black girl. I can't remember her name because I'm horrible. I'm going to put it right here. But she is, I know her from Greenleaf. And she's also in an Amazon movie called Sela and the Spades, which was pretty cool. It's like a Cruel Intentions 2020. So she's gonna be big too. She's gonna be huge. Look out for her. I'm gonna put her right here. But so shout out to them for that. But other than that, I got nothing. First of all, the original was an R-rated movie. The original had all these social issues in it. They had Rachel True struggling with the racism. Neve Campbell's character was overweight and had eczema, or no, not eczema, but she'd been burned. So she was constantly harassed about it. Fairuza Balk's character was just kind of an outcast. So they were three clear outcasts in the school who ended up recruiting the new girl as the fourth in their witch coven. But the original, these kids really were dealing with issues like social things. They were dealing with like rape culture. They were dealing with all of that. And in this new one, they ain't dealing with nothing. Like literally, they're witches because it's fun. Like there's no, like it, they try to make the illusion that the kids are going through something, but I don't know if they're trying to be politically correct by not actually showing them go through anything or what. But like there's no conflict. There's no real drama. There's no, the big thing in the original was that the lead character was starting to use her powers for wrong. And the other witches didn't like it, but two of them sided with her, and it was like the new girl against the three witches, and they have the big witch battle. None of that happened. None of that happened. They got David Duchovny in here, which shout out to David Duchovny and all things sci-fi since X-Files because of David Duchovny. Playing like a warlock who's trash. He's clearly the bad guy from the beginning. And I'm giving out spoilers because I don't give a damn because this movie's trash. It doesn't matter if you watch it anyway. David Duchovny's the bad guy. He's like a warlord who's trying to take the girl's powers. And that's literally the only conflict. The other conflict is with a boy that our new girl likes, and he ends up being gay. That's the biggest conflict in the movie, and he doesn't even have nothing to do with them. The black girl deals with absolutely nothing, which is super rare. There's one girl who I guess is like the less attractive one, and they go to a party and a girl calls her like ugly one time. Like these kids are the softest kids in history. Like the original was rated R, this one's rated PG-13. The girls never really infight with their witchcraft. There's no drunken mom. There's no racism. There's no real life bullying. There's just one angry kid and they break him down and he ends up telling everybody he's gay, and that's it. That's it. I'm like, where is the drama? Like, I was watching it like, oh, something's about to happen. Oh, no. Oh, no. Mind you, I don't think we even saw their parents. We only saw the main character's parents. We didn't even, the black girl's like the Fairuza Balk character, she doesn't even do it. This movie could have stayed where it was. How dare y'all? How dare y'all crap on the memories of my teenage angst with your soft ass movie? Stop it. Don't do it anymore. Leave it alone. Rachel True, they didn't even, and they had, okay, so they did have Fairuza Balk pop up in the end like a cameo, and she ended up being, spoilers, Fairuza Balk ends up being the new girl's mother. And she finds out at the end that she was adopted because Fairuza Balk was scared that, I don't know, whatever. The movie's trash. I guess teenage kids will like it now because they're way softer than we were. But, like, this had, like, I feel like there was a whole murder in this movie. Like, it's the softest witches you've ever seen in your life. This might as well have been Hocus Pocus. That's what this is. Hocus Pocus 3. Better known as The Craft Legacy. Watch it if you want. I'm never going to hate on it because I got a black lead and I'm here for everything black. I'm rooting for everything black. So I'm rooting for her. So go watch it so she can get them streams. But baby girl, you got way bigger things coming up. But you was super cute and that hair was laid. Do you hear me? But yeah, they're going to have to confront the racial tension of being in a white school and you're a black girl. And they completely gloss over it. Make no mention of it. It's very odd. Very, very, very badly written. And I think it was written by a woman, so I'm not trying to crap on women, but you got to go back to the drawing board, boo-boo. If y'all do another one, it's got to come with the R rating or something. Like, this wasn't even... I'm going to just stop, y'all. If you want to watch it, watch it. Don't expect much. Thanks for tuning in to Reviewing Black. I'm Nina Stakz. Y'all have a happy Halloween.